Check it out. Look at your screen.
Oh, we're here. Hey, guys. Charley the Plumber. So we had a little bit of technical difficulty here this morning. This evening. We tried to add a couple of, what would you call them? A couple of drops. Couple of drops on. And
it was just taking too long. And we went out to dinner for Mom's Super K's birthday. So didn't really have as much time as normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he got here at 6:30, but he wanted to do some other stuff, so that's cool. It's all cool. I had enough time to fill my whiskey glass. I had enough time to go in and get rid of dinner, so it's all good.
Yeah, we can smell that you
Yeah,
got
well,
rid
yeah.
of
It's
dinner. It's not
there's no
good.
fans down here.
No.
That's not
Who's
paid.
here so far? Hi, Timmer.
Timmer's here.
And Eric. And Alex is here too. Hi, Alex. And yes, to answer your question, Alex, the answer is yes.
No, that is not true.
Super K
It's
is not
sometimes
here
true.
yet. She is outside planting her cactus.
Her cacti.
Ass.
No, she has more than one, so it would be cactus.
Cactuses.
Yes. Edward is here
No.
from Aruba.
Cacti is plural.
Yeah,
Edward?
that is correct.
So I was on the Casa Del Mar website today, and they were all excited in Aruba to get a new, what the heck is that restaurant where you get all-you-can-eat breadsticks and salad bar?
Olive Garden?
Panera Bar.
I know, it's
Olive Garden?
Olive Garden. So they were all
What?
excited, but I understand that the pricing at Olive Garden in Aruba is not real good, and people are pissed off.
Wow.
Hello,
Well-
Florida Plumber.
You're also not going to Aruba for Olive Garden.
Well, the
I
people
once
that
No,
knew-
but the locals.
We went to a vacation and
They wanted to go to Joe's Crab
they,
Shack.
we went to Florida and they were so excited to go to Joe's Crab
Not
Shack
they,
or
just
one of
one.
them.
Just one.
And it was like, dude, there's a Joe's Crab Shack in fucking Michigan.
And we did not go.
So we went to Reel and what was it the other day? Reel
Reel
and
Hook and
or
reel.
Hook and Reel.
Hook and Reel. That
You
wasn't
did end
bad.
up going.
No, we did. We
You
did go. Yes,
How was it?
it wasn't bad. It was. So we went down there and we've had the boils before. So we went down there and we kind of knew what we were expecting.
You've done them yourself.
We've done them ourselves, but we've also ate in Florida in different places, seafood places, and we've had them.
Okay.
I thought it was okay. It was a little pricey, but it wasn't terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we just come from Chili's for Mom's birthday, Super K's birthday on Sunday. So why is it that when it's Super K's birthday, the old man always has to buy?
Because that's the rule.
Yeah.
When is the rules going to change?
When it is your birthday, you don't
So
have to pay.
Alex was looking over my resume.
Okay.
Hopefully when my resume is done, then it's going to change.
Gotcha. So you sent him your resume.
Yeah, he's a copywriter. Do you know how his resume is? He's actually got a website.
Really?
Wow.
Website, because copywriters are kind of creative people,
Yep.
Yeah.
or they have to be.
Right.
And everything on there is his resume, all his work that he's done. It's actually pretty cool.
Oh. Could he look at my resume?
Why don't we look at your resume? You have a job.
I mean,
Yeah, you have
but
no
so does
reason.
he.
Well, but he's
Yeah, but
looking for a different job. You're
that is
not
correct.
looking for a different
I
job.
mean, I guess so.
Stick to being a respiratory therapist.
I love it. Oh, thank you.
What's that? Oh, that's for AirPods.
Yes, it is. Paid in full. All good to go. I guess I can't afford to have friggin' dinner the rest of the week, but I did get some new AirPods.
Okay.
You can
So-
cook at home for 1 or 2 meals
Alex-
You know what?
of your life.
Alex, if you're still here, comment because I want you to hear the story.
What is that? What story?
Well,
the one that we were talking about at
what
dinner.
were you going to
Oh.
say about cooking a meal?
Oh no, I walked outside to go out and get the camera for down here,
Yeah.
and the people behind us were frigging cooking. It smelled like a steak or something on the grill out back.
Did you do the whole...
I was like, hey, if you're not gonna eat that steak, I'll be right over. I got no response from them, but
Well, I mean, you probably didn't want to share.
yeah, no, I hear you.
So I read this article a while ago. This is an old article, but it's still one of those ones that are very shocking.
Mm-hmm.
A Missouri man has a Missouri man has been reunited with his long lost sibling he never knew about after his mother passed away.
This is This is really, you might want to, I don't want you to turn the channel off, but this is disturbing. Go ahead.
So
I
He-
hate that intro, by the way. Did you make that up or something?
no, I read it. I read it.
It's
Oh
like
my
they're coming in
God.
from out of town or something.
I know.
Anyway.
Okay, keep
So-
going.
This gentleman said his mother always had this box. It was actually in his freezer at his house. And so he was going through all of her stuff once she passed away. And he ends up, she always told him it was a cake topper or she would completely dismiss the conversation.
Yeah.
So once she passed away, obviously you got to go through all the stuff. And he opens up the box and he reaches his hand in.
So you didn't look in there first?
Nope. Well, it was wrapped all up. It was wrapped all up.
Okay.
Okay.
First
like
thing,
like a cake topper.
yeah, like a cake topper would
Okay.
be.
Yeah.
He was shocked to feel a foot.
Not like a ruler foot.
No, like a foot.
A human.
Um,
Freaking creeps it.
he saw hair and skin attached when he opened it. He picked it up by the foot, and a baby corpse unraveled in the in the cake topper box.
So how, not to sound gruesome, because it's pretty freaking gruesome, but how big are we talking? We talking like a fetus, like this big, or like a?
I would say like a 12 by 12 box.
Wow.
Wow.
And it
that's
was in
so
his
sad.
freezer for 37 years.
In his mom's freezer.
The first article I read was his freezer.
Oh.
Hey, would you mind me keeping some stuff over here in your
I
freezer
will
by chance?
never keep anything in my freezer from your house just because of this story.
The gentleman believes the body may have been kept for 47 years
Oh
because
my
his mother
God.
mentioned having a daughter who died and relatives mentioned twins. Weeks after the death, Smith found out he had a long-lost sister he never knew about, which was currently alive, and the mother gave up for adoption. So
Okay.
that was one of the twins.
Okay.
So imagine being her and then also finding out that your brother found a fetus in your mother's
So that
Oh
was
my
that was the
goodness.
other relative.
oh yeah.
That's creepy.
Timmer says you have some strange bleep down there.
I just had a baby over there in the bathroom,
Okay,
but
we
I'm not putting
know.
it in the freezer for
We
crying out
know.
loud.
Yeah, no, it was
That's-
weird story.
That's freaking gross.
That is
so,
weird.
so the way this started was we were talking. We've had a couple of people have passed in our family last couple of years, and you know, obviously I'm out in the field talking to different people, and I think I started the story out where we were talking about one of the relatives hides money in their house.
Yeah.
So in the process of this, I worked for a guy, I worked for a lady, and she was telling that when her mother passed away, she had moved in like 15 years before that, 10 years, whatever the case was. And when her mother passed, she started to go through some of the stuff to throw out, you know, odds and ends. And she found a little bit of money here and there. So she went through everything. She found $80,000 in the ice cream container in the fridge. Now, most of our listeners would have found it way before then
Oh,
because
yeah.
when it comes to ice cream, they're eating
oh
it.
yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
Unless it was like a super off limits for some reason, I still would
Well, maybe
like,
it was
sneak
like
there.
maybe it
Like
was
a
like
cake topper.
some
Like a
nasty
cake topper.
like some nasty flavor no one wanted,
Yeah. Well, yeah, you would
Oh,
have to
ma-
put
like
it
like,
there.
black cherry.
or like barefoot
think my-
ice cream or something.
I
you
think
know.
my
I
dad.
think that was
likes,
a pun based off the foot that was felt.
I was not gonna acknowledge that because that was a weird joke. I think my dad likes black cherry ice cream.
That's weird.
That's one
Your
that
dad's
I
weird
can't-
though.
My dad's not.
Well, we just talked about your father.
We
and I-
did.
You know, he has his desk in what'd you say, in one of the spare bedrooms?
In the spare bedroom.
And
yeah.
it's not a desk. He's got a friggin' 4 foot by 4 foot card table
Two of them.
with
Two
a-
squares next to
with
each
a folding chair on it. Is he even in front of the window, or is it like
no, he doesn't face the window. But,
It's
but
looking
if he
at the
looks,
other wall.
If he looks to the
just
left.
looking at the closet or something?
Yeah. But he made sure to turn the bed, like the guest bed in the room, a certain way so that the dog can get up and down easy and he can hang out with my dad.
Do you think I'm
What the
just
dog
gonna,
doing?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw out? Oh, I'd be all over vanilla bacon ice cream. So
Interesting.
do you think your mom comes in there and lays on the bed while he's working?
Absolutely not.
No,
Hey.
they don't give any shits.
No.
So the dog's in there licking his balls. Like, would you quit licking your balls while I'm working
I
here?
don't think he has any of those. Do you have those when you get fixed as a dog?
Well, you still got them.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
still
do?
technically
Yeah.
do.
I don't know. But yeah.
So carrot pickle ice cream, I probably would let that go.
I
but
would probably not touch it.
friggin' vanilla bacon ice cream, I'd be all over that
I
stuff.
mean, but okay, even if it was the most disgusting flavor ice cream, and let's say the kid was like, "Oh, can I try it?" And mom's like, "No, you are not allowed to have it. You are gonna try it in the middle of the night. You're gonna make sure your mom is sleeping. You're gonna go to the fridge. You're gonna take a spoon and you're gonna take a little bit and scrape it off the top so it looks like you didn't have any, just so you can try it."
Well, but here's the thing. There might have been ice cream in there, and the money could have been underneath. You don't know that.
That's true.
I mean, so they could have been scooping up
How
like
many $100 bills is $80,000?
8,000.
800 or 8,000?
We'll check it.
8,000.
I would say it's 8,000.
Yeah.
80,000 divided by 100. 800.
800.
800.
I was
Okay.
right.
I'd rather have 8,000, but it's okay.
Me too.
Timmer, my great aunt had a rooming house. Boy, that's friggin' old school there.
Is that like a duplex?
Yeah, no, it's kind of like, hey, you want to live with my mom? You know, we got room for you. We got you. You're
Oh.
you're getting your own separate room.
Weird. Okay.
Well, you know, it is in Canada.
It's
true.
normal up there.
Long time ago, tenant died when emptying his room. She found a brown paper bag behind the stove full of cash, 50,000, no family.
Wow.
So you know, Timmer got a bonus.
No, he better have.
I
Yeah.
mean, why would he get a bonus?
Because it was his mom's, and you know that he went over and said, "Hey,
It was
mom,
his
can I borrow
aunt.
some cash?" Oh, the aunt.
This great aunt.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's crazy. When my grandfather died, they were going in the attic. They found an old 22 rifle, and they also found a sock full of money. So
A sock full of money.
a sock full of money. When my dad was in the hospital a while back before he passed, and the nurse pulled out his wallet, and she was counting through. And my old man always had money in his pocket.
The
Not-
nurse was counting his money?
well, she pulled the wallet out. The wallet's like this thick.
Okay.
And she pulled the wallet out, and he's kind of like folded open because it was not like my wallet with nothing in it. His was like this big.
Yeah, because just packed full of just
Yeah.
cash.
Oh my
So
gosh.
friggin' I don't know how the conversation got brought up, but I don't know if my dad said, "Oh yeah, there's money in there. Go ahead and count it," or whatever the case was. But she's like, the nurse tells my mom, no man should ever have that kind of money in his wallet. Well, my dad had
I bet that conversation went over well.
walking around money per se.
Right.
You never know when you had to buy something, or you want to buy the boys dinner, or you want to buy a new friggin' rifle that's $8,000-9,000 for a tractor implement. I mean,
Well, I think the difference is like with the rest of your family, you guys might not have the walking around money, but you have the stored in the random spot in the house money where whenever
in the
you
ice cream container.
yeah, in the ice cream container money.
So crazy.
Every now and again, you always hear about the people that used to bury them in a coffee can in the backyard.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Doesn't the
Such
world
a fucking
shift or
terrible
something?
idea.
Yeah. Like, why would you do
Why
that?
is it terrible?
If you croak tomorrow, now there's 50 grand out in the backyard.
Well, unfortunately, if I croak tomorrow, there isn't enough in here right now to worry about.
Yeah, the only stuff you have is this camera gear that I've been buying.
Yeah, exactly.
My goodness.
So that's all good. It's one of them things that, different people. That's if it,
Can't fucking take it with you.
well, to me, it's one of them things that if I put it in the bank, it's spendable there because you got the ATM. Bing, 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 bing.
Yep.
Hi, Bill.
Wild Bill's here.
Wild Bill.
I think
Magic Bill.
Magic Bill.
I think Bill
like
just called
Magic
you a
Mike.
hoe, Shelby.
What?
I think Wild Bill just called you a hoe.
No, he didn't.
He said, "Heidi, hoe."
Yeah, Heidi Ho.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So anyway,
Yeah.
Bill, we were talking. Where do you hide your money at home?
Also, send us your address as
Yeah.
well.
No, he's got a friggin' shop. He's got some friggin' nut and bolt can that says
Oh,
chock full of nuts or something.
Yeah,
in the
for
corner.
sure.
Yep.
He's got his Bush Latte money in there. Timmer, where do you hide your money? Is your wife next to you? If she is, don't.
his is probably
Probably hides
in
it
a
in his-
fishing hole out in the middle of the
Yeah.
lake
Yeah.
that's
No,
way down.
He's got it in his friggin' in his ice hut up in the
Yeah.
corner, up where there's some cobwebs or something there.
Eric just said, "Hey, I just learned about air bows. Anyone have any experience, and are they legal in Michigan for archery?"
When you say air bows, are you talking like a blowgun or what?
I think he meant to say
If you're-
elbows.
If you're asking me, I don't.
Well, I have an elbow and it's legal, but you better watch it because it might friggin'
Touch
back-
elbows.
back up.
This is how you know you're 6 feet apart.
Yeah,
I got you this cookie. You want to eat it?
not right
he
now. I
doesn't
don't.
give a shit to eat it.
It will. I wasn't asking you because you already
Okay,
said
good.
no. It will go well with your peanut butter whiskey. It's a pumpkin chocolate chip cookie.
Pumpkin? Is it punk? Hey, pumpkin.
You
Hey,
have to
pumpkin.
eat it. My friend gave it to me specially to give to Zach, and Zach said I didn't want it, and so now you have to eat it.
So Bill keeps his money in the safe in crown bags, some rolled up in the barrel of a shotgun. That's a great place. I mean,
it is.
You know, especially if you don't have a shotgun.
Here's your cookie.
2019 House Bill 4332, permit air bows for hunting during firearms season.
What is an air bow?
It's literally basically a
A bow with that shoots air? Like a compressed
the,
air?
The opposite. So like a air gun,
What's the opposite of air?
like your
Yeah.
cousin has,
Yeah, yeah.
but it shoots an arrow.
Okay.
So-
So it has compressed air tube somewhere in the bow.
Yes.
So I did see a bow and arrow the other day that shot like a steely, like a slingshot ball, like a steely ball that you used to
Yeah.
play.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
They are not, Mr. Badass, they are not legal in Michigan.
450 feet per second. That's pretty wild.
Washington State, Maryland, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Missouri, Virginia, Arizona.
No shit. It's like a gun that shoots an arrow?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really? When are they going to stop? You know, when you think about that. So we were at a party the other day, and Ken Kelly was there. Ken is the owner of Magnaport in Mount Clemens, Michigan, and they do a lot of porting. He's basically known pretty much everywhere, all over, and all over the world. And you know, he's got his shop. He's got 8 million friggin' guns there in all different, you know, locations. And I guess he's not a real clean person when it comes to keeping his stuff.
Okay.
So he had no idea what was upstairs. It took Uncle Theo like 3 days to categorize everything that was upstairs. And, you know, he's just got, you know, if he's got one, he needs two, he needs three, whatever. It's just one of them things that, you know, it's like, when is enough? If it's in my own safe, I don't think there's ever enough.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, everyone else has got a limit.
your
I'm
cousin's
sure.
doesn't have much room to talk because he's got everything plus some.
If you did you
I did not get
you
the
didn't
tour.
get to see?
No.
You have to, next time you're over there, you have to get the tour. I'm
Where?
sure
At his
he-
house.
Theo's?
Yes.
he's
You've
got
seen it when we went there for.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's grown
it's
significantly.
been added.
Oh, it
Yeah,
has?
this guy has got he's a huge Thompson Center guy, and he's got guns that are prototype. You know, he's got guns that have been found in the trash years ago. You know, a lot of these guys are like 80, 85 years old that have the collections, and they're like, you know, my kid has no desire to have this, so we're sending it to you. I mean, he gets shit in the mail every friggin' day of different stuff that, you know, it's like you and I would have no idea what
Oh
it's
yeah,
for. But,
no.
you know, he's got from 1 to 50 in the advertisements, and this volume, he's got like 2 volumes of everything. And
If he wasn't such a pussy about it, it would be cool to get a YouTube video out of it to talk about it, but you would also want to get like both ends of, because isn't Thompson Center Michigan?
Thompson Center is actually gone now. They went belly up, and someone has bought them. I can't tell you who, but they're pretty much gone as far as that goes. So everything
Interesting.
that's coming now is pretty much
What's
stuff
left?
that was out there. Yep. So I've got some stuff. I'm trying to put together a Thompson Center black powder gun. So I'm looking for some parts and pieces for that. I've got the barrel, I've got this, that, and whatever, but I'm looking for the actual what the hell they call where the trigger and that stuff is. Looking for some of that stuff as well.
Hmm.
So anyway,
Springfield, Massachusetts.
is they're gone now, or someone has bought them out?
Credited in creating the resurgence of their. I'm still looking.
That's okay.
So put your phone down.
No, Mr. Badass wanted to know if I seen his picture of his blind, so I have to go through. I don't believe I did there, Eric. I'm not sure if they come lately, if your blushing bride sent them to me, or what the story was. Here, oh yeah, there it is. There's Eric's blind. If I ever get up that way, I'll do a review on that thing. Looks like it needs a little. Looks like it needs a little TLC.
Smith & Wesson owns Thompson Center.
Okay. Yeah, so there's Eric's blind. Let's do a little inside the look here. Looks like he's got a wood stove in there. That's pretty cool. He's also got a gas heater on the side. Is that kerosene, Eric, or is that gas? The little red heater there. Got the vented windows there. That's a good call.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that was from before.
Okay.
Got way too much wood in there. Look at all that wood he's got in there. Crying out loud. How can you even see out the window
The
with that,
windows
Eric?
are so small. I don't even think I'd be able to see out of them with heels on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'd have to sit on some of that wood. He's got the old tractor paper in there.
He probably
Let's see
says
if-
the same thing to Connie.
Look at that. Got a little TP there. Got a couple of Gatorade
Look at
bottles so you
that.
For
can
you to
pee,
piss in them,
so you
yep.
can pee in them. Got the little clippers in case he needs to clip his toenails when they get really long. See the clippers?
Oh,
I've
yeah,
seen
those
that.
are some monster clippers.
He said that it's propane, and it's a Mr. Buddy Flex, and it won't last for the season.
Eric, how
The
long
wood.
is it going to take before that thing rots out? Get some paint on there, you cheap bastard.
Oh,
It's all friggin' plywood.
is
Oh,
it?
yeah, that's
You-
gonna.
You got to get some paint on there before it friggin' destroys.
What kind of paint do you use?
You can use anything.
Just any paint?
As long as it's an exterior. If it's not exterior, you have to paint it multiple times.
Okay. Can you do an exterior? Oh, he said it is painted.
How is that painted?
Can you do an
Probably
exterior
those
paint?
3 lines
Yeah.
on each
Yeah.
panel.
He's got the what the hell
Spray
they call
can?
them things?
Spray can?
Yeah, it's a spray can, but you got the rattle can.
Can you spray, or can you do an outdoor paint or exterior paint and then spray paint on top of it, like different colors?
Sure you can.
Yeah.
Can? Okay.
Yeah. Hello, Rob. Yes, we are planning to go to the Double Lung this year.
Who's Rob? Hi, Rob.
Rob is a friend of Neil's. I
Okay.
put a hot water tank in for Rob a while back.
Does it still work?
I certainly hope so. Otherwise, I think I would have heard from him by now. He used the old Flex Seal on the roof. It's all treated.
You've never tried that.
I have not. I will
And you hate it.
I will tell you this, that when my liberal friend that come out to the boat a while back popped our tube, or we had a tube that was popped, we got a Flex Seal patch.
Okay.
And we patched it, and it lasted all day. But maybe that would be something we could do a little test on.
We should do the whole spray the bottom of a boat.
Yeah.
Great, where it has the
Well,
mesh.
like a cardboard boat. Make a cardboard boat
What?
and spray it with Flex Seal.
Well, so the commercial is they have a boat, like a paddle boat. They
Okay.
cut the bottom out and then they put a screen door in it. And then they spray the screen door so it's completely covered so that
Okay.
it will float. I feel like that's bullshit.
There's no way.
But I would be intrigued to watch Shelby trying to paddle a screen door boat across the
I would sink to the bottom.
the boat. You wouldn't.
I don't want to get wet.
Well,
Well, if
for
you get enough-
YouTube, it's
if
got to
you
be
get enough
worth it.
Flex Seal on there,
Maybe.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Bill
So-
liked my joke.
So as I stand here looking at you, Shelby,
Yeah.
I think that we should tell the story about the scar in your nose.
I don't know how it actually happened.
So you guys, play into this. I mean, I'm sure there's a story to it, but Shelby went out to the graduation party we were all at on Friday, and she was very good. She was very dry. She drove home, and when they got home, Shelby loves to sing karaoke.
I do love to sing karaoke.
Did they have karaoke there?
Yeah,
They did.
they
They
did.
That place was friggin' packed.
It was packed.
Holy cow, it was
I
packed
know.
in there.
Did you send him a video?
I did see it somewhere. I
Did you?
seen it
I
on
think so.
Oh, maybe my
Snapchat or
Snapchat or
something. Yeah,
something.
Snapchat
Yeah.
or something. and it was friggin' crowded in this
It
little
was.
little pub that they hang out at in town. And next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Shelby come home with a big scab on her
I
nose.
know.
She's not sure where she got it. Maybe you guys could help us where Shelby got the scab on her nose.
It definitely happened from my glasses because where it is where my glasses sit. So I think that
So you can't wear your glasses yet?
I can. I just wear them down here.
You either have to be a little granny or push them way up
Yeah,
high.
exactly.
Well, it's about the equivalent of when I walk downstairs. So it's an old style bar. You got to walk all the way downstairs. You turn the corner, and then that's where the
There's
bathroom
two
is.
bathrooms, yeah.
So right when I walk in, it's a single bathroom, but you got a urinal and a shitter. Well, right when you walk in, I look over at the sink. Someone yacked all in the sink, all in the sink, and I was half cocked, so I, for some reason, I couldn't get out of my head. So I walk over to take a piss, and I just yacked all on the toilet.
At least you went in the toilet.
I made it in the toilet, and it was
didn't
like a
add to
giant
the
cow
sink.
patty. It just
Ew.
came out like a giant burger.
Disgusting.
I wish that you still had the videos when you used to do the bathroom reviews.
Yep.
I have.
Do you have the?
You can be easy with that because I don't even know what they look like anymore.
Oh, they used to be
No,
awesome.
those are just for my viewing only.
Well, no, I'm sure if I dug back through my old phones, I probably
don't
got
think
some of it too.
so. I
Zach
don't
used to
think
get
so.
friggin' all wound up, and he would go into different bathrooms, and he would do a bathroom review, which was awesome. I mean,
It's great.
he was pretty much cut and dry on everything, but
Yep.
it was like, yeah. So yes, Rob, I'm looking for a new pop-up blind. I'm not sure what's going to happen this year. I always wait till the last minute. So here in another month or so, I'll probably be advertising for someone to sew some stuff.
Oh, you're gonna be bitching. I need someone to sew this. You've
know
been
what?
doing that for about 3 years
I
now.
know that. I would really like to use Grandpa's blind this year, but I'm just a little bit worried that I'm going to get up there and something's going to fail. I'm going to have to mother F them. So I hate to do that, but I will.
yeah, because he's
I will.
dead. He's not
More-
here, so that'd be
That's
fucked up.
true.
Adds more. I don't know. More to it. Because he would do that.
Oh, I would.
Oh, he would give it right back though.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Can I tell you about the weirdest TikTok? Not the weirdest TikTok, but a crazy fact that I am going to try and figure out if it's, what do they call it? Fact or not
Fact or
fact.
Factor
fiction?
cap.
Fact or cap.
What does
But
cap, what does
those-
cap mean?
Cap means it's not
lie.
A lie.
Okay.
So this girl on TikTok, it was a duet. So it was like she was watching the video on one side of the screen and then her reaction was on the other side. And this girl said the skin, and I guess this could have been the fun fact of the day. It would have been funny, but we're going to have a conversation about it. The skin under your eyes is the same skin that's around your butt.
Butthole.
Yeah. And she puts hemorrhoid cream every day to get away from it.
Now you know what his
So
butthole
weird.
feels
No.
like.
I feel my butthole.
Stop. She puts hemorrhoid cream under her eyes. She has no wrinkles at all. She said she was 38. She looked like she was younger than me.
You ought to see her butthole.
I am
That's not the
going-
only spot that's being applied to.
I don't care, but I'm going to start doing it.
What, rub your butthole on your eyeball?
No, I'm going to put
Wow,
hemorrhoid.
that would be cool.
I'm going to
if you
put
could do
hemorrhoid
that.
cream under my eyes before I go to bed.
It's so weird.
It's
so-
so weird.
It's gonna stink.
No, not necessarily.
It's probably like a little stretch. You know, it stretches it tight or
I
something.
don't know what it does, but I need to find out if it
Do you
works.
do you have to spit on your eyeball first?
You are disgusting. It's just the cream.
So there is a boat out on Lake St. Clair that has a big giant sign like one of ours, and when the wind blows real solid, it says "Show me your butthole."
Oh no.
So needless to say, you know how many people have put on there? Yeah, I come by and showed you mine.
Well, they can just show them under their eye bags
That's
now.
right.
It'll
Bill
be the
said,
same.
"No wonder my life looks so shitty."
Oh no.
Don't look at it in the. So wait a minute.
Hmm.
So if you got the cream up there,
It's just
never
it's
mind.
the skin is just the same.
yes,
That's
I know.
it.
Feel mine.
I did. You made me. You made me.
I have a little issue with this cookie. It turned the friggin' napkin yellow.
because it's pumpkin.
Well, there's no pumpkin in there.
Yes, there is pumpkin puree. I've made pumpkin cookies before. They're delicious. I
Pumpkin.
can't, but Alex said, I'm going to start applying eye drops on my butt and see what happens.
You'll be able to see. You'll have a third eye.
Third eye.
Alex, I might also add that you can do the same thing if you go to the store in the vegetable section and you buy these yellow things. I think they're called lemons. Cut them in half and squirt them on the old butthole. That stretches, tightens it right up as well.
I have nothing.
That
to
way
say.
there would be no wrinkles
Eat
in
this
there.
I
pumpkin
didn't know where
cookie.
that was coming
Eat
from.
this pumpkin cookie, please. I can't, and I want to. So just eat
Well,
it.
here, I'll move it over here for now.
Why won't you guys eat this cookie?
Because it came out of a bag out of your purse from yesterday.
It wasn't in my car. It was in the house.
I still don't want it.
Your purse was in the house or the
Yes.
car was in the house? You put
My
your car in
purse.
the house?
No, my purse. Oh,
There's a mouse in the barn.
Rob said TMI. He didn't like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rob. You haven't stopped in lately. Sometimes it gets a little out of hand here. So I'm not angry tonight though, which is
You were
know,
so angry last week.
I'm pretty
Why
happy
is
with that. Why is it? Because I got a half a bottle of freaking peanut butter whiskey in me already.
Half bottle. Jeez,
Yeah.
oh Pete.
Bill,
Yeah.
these aren't weird topics. These are questions that no one else wants to talk about.
That's
It's
true,
true.
Bill. That is true. It's and that should be the topic of the show.
Huh.
Things that you always wanted to know, but you were too afraid to ask.
That could get real dark.
That's
Huh?
very wordy.
It is
We'll
very
have to-
wordy, but also I feel like that could
Seriously,
get
I
really.
mean-
Don't touch my eyes. That's weird. You're not allowed to do that.
Not allowed to touch your butthole skin?
No.
I'm sorry. I didn't know where we were going with that. So wait a minute.
No, we need to get out of the dick sand
Okay.
or the butthole sand, whatever you want to
Okay,
call it.
All right.
Timmer says, "What's the worst CTP? What's the worst thing you've ever seen?" Bye, Alex. Have fun replacing your car battery.
Where is Alex going already?
He's going to replace his car
His
battery.
car
He
is
could.
dead.
he
This
could
is
do
the
it in a
most
couple
manly
hours,
thing
but-
his liberal ass has ever done.
Oh, good for you. Do you know how to check your oil, or do you need me to teach you? How
He's
to do
gonna
that?
after he gets done, he's gonna check his blinker fluid too.
Oh,
so
good for you.
so
they
you're
sell
going
it at Ace
up to
Hardware.
AutoZone to have them change it?
No,
good
they
luck
sell,
with-
They sell it at Ace, not AutoZone.
Oh, Ace?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the har- the
The
hardware
blinker fluid, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Good.
at the hardware store. Yeah.
Bye, Alex.
All
Hope
right,
you
so
find your dad.
God, I have to give me a minute on that, Timmer. We'll think about that. I mean, because there's always poo stories there, but it's just not it.
so you sent some topics to the group chat.
I did.
Mhm.
I did my homework this week.
Yep. So Air Force One.
Yes.
What did you want to talk about? I thought something happened with it because that's literally all the text said was Air Force One.
No, I was looking at there was 40 things the other day on Air Force One, just different things that basically happen. And Air Force One is not any plane that the president is on or any vehicle is Air Force whatever.
Okay.
So if he's in a helicopter, it's Air
Yes.
Force One.
So
If
it says, although we think Air Force One is as referring to the planes themselves, it is technically a radio call name.
Correct.
Oh.
And did you know that there's also 2 Air Force One planes?
Yes.
And they both fly together because that way you don't know which one has the president.
That's like the cars that he drives up in.
Correct.
Same thing, right?
Correct. And I will say that your cousin was when Trump come to the local town here a while back. Cousin was in the ambulance, driving
He's
in the
working.
ambulance,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and he drove from Selfridge Air National Guard Base to Washington. He said they hauled ass.
Really?
So they went like 80 mile an hour down friggin' 59 and then up the
Jeez.
freeway. He's
And
like,
they closed the whole thing.
That's
down,
bullshit.
right? Yeah.
They should get pulled over. I can't fucking do that.
but he said it was wild because they were the last one in the group. But he said they were hauling balls. He's like, they're going around the corner like
why
40
Why would they do that? You feel like that's unsafe to go that fast. right?
because they want to make sure that nothing happens
Yeah.
to El Presidente.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense.
You know,
Yeah,
you
that-
have to
The
be-
faster you go, the harder of a target it is to shoot.
Yeah. Yes.
You-
Yeah,
To shoot the
I
president.
I don't know you.
So there's also a mobile command center on there.
I didn't mean to say that.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Okay.
I always throw out these stupid ass comments in John and Alex's group chat.
Yeah. yeah.
Just because for some reason I want someone to say, so why are you talking about killing the president? Or something stupid.
I don't. Yeah, maybe that shouldn't be a
Anyways,
text record.
the current planes are made by Boeing.
They used to be made by Boeing. Boeing no longer makes that plane. But when Obama was in office, he basically called on having 2 new planes made, but they won't be ready until 2024, I believe.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so that'll be nice for Trump.
Timmer said, "Shall be on the grassy knoll." What does that mean? Is that a Canadian
On
thing?
no, it's not.
I don't know what that
Have you
means.
ever watched the thing with Kennedy when Kennedy was shot?
I don't know.
He
Maybe
was
not.
shot. He was shot off. Someone was standing on the grassy knoll with that.
Oh, Timmer, that's not nice.
Well, no, it's not nice, but it's a true story. Well, they say it's a true story.
Yeah.
But I'm
There's
not.
a little bit
I'm
of
not on that.
No, because he
place.
was shot out of a hotel window.
Well, there's many stories on that, and I guess you have to know. What the hell is Zapruder film? Is that the name of the film, Timmer? I'm curious. I mean, this stuff always intrigues me. So continue on with your the old depository. Yes, you're right.
There's also an Air Force 2.
Which is what?
Air Force 1 isn't the only official fleet for carrying the important people of our government. Air Force 2 is a radio call sign for the vice president.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense. And they're probably never allowed to be on the same plane.
No.
Okay, I got to ask you because right now I'm drawing a blank. Who's the vice president?
Kamala.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. I did. I drew
The
a
disappointment.
I drew a big blank. I wouldn't win a T-shirt on that one.
No, you wouldn't.
There's a Marine 1 2. A Marine 1 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Let's see.
and that is what? That is if the Marines have to come in and drag his ass out.
What? Oh, like because of the water and stuff? Wouldn't that be
Well,
a Navy SEAL thing?
No, if if they have to go in there and potentially rescue him or something like that. Just asking for a friend.
What is Rob asking? Is that a statement or a question?
I'm not sure.
Stripper helicopter. That'd be cool.
With strippers in it.
You won't take a helicopter to ride over the city of Detroit.
No, you wanted to take one of those little puddle jumper planes.
So what?
No.
But
And you,
but.
So it's basically helicopters in a Marine 1 fleet.
Okay, the Marine
And they're-
1 or 2 is the helicopter.
Yes. They
That's
are
what Timmer is saying. Excuse me.
equipped with ballistic armor and anti-missile defense. There's always a doctor on board Air Force 1.
Yep, seen that.
The planes will soon be replaced, and you are correct, by 2024. Boeing won a contract for $3.9 billion to create a new Air Force 1 planes to replace the current fleet. So the current planes have been in operation since 1990.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's actually surprising.
They have to keep them. What do you think they'll do with them?
I don't
do a
think they will.
museum
I
or
think they
something?
will
They'll
completely
they'll chop
disassemble
'em
them
up.
and get rid of them.
Really?
Or
They won't
or-
donate them to a museum?
Well, no, they could send them over to Iraq and just leave them there.
I don't understand the joke of that.
Anyway.
We're not going to talk on that one. That's
Nope,
political.
Nope, that was political.
It can
think
seat
it
70 people.
I
70
heard
people.
84 because you've got anyway. I mean that's 14 away, but and they've got a giant friggin' table in there, like a big
Air Force 1 can stay in the air indefinitely.
yes, and they can refuel in the air.
Yep.
Timmer says, "How does a Canadian with lots of firearms know more than you three Americans? Because you have your Google search engine open just like us."
I feel like Timmer's just got a whole bunch of stupid knowledge. That's the only reason he knows
I mean,
more.
but it's
He's
not
like
stupid,
Jimmy.
though.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
like 3 callers ahead, Jimmy.
He is
he's
very.
got-
I didn't know that he was such an interesting person to talk
he
to.
has useless knowledge that's incredible.
How at what age do you get that? Like when I turn 42, am I just gonna
What's
be
going on,
smart?
Rich? No,
Like-
you need to actually not scroll through Instagram. You got to scroll through do some research.
Oh,
See, Timmer says he has a brain full of crap, and that's the thing. I
brain
mean,
full of crap.
when excuse me, when Brenda's mom was passing away, I
Mhm.
guess. He spent like a year by himself, only had like her home, 2 nights a week or whatever. So he watched an absolute ton of
App
doc-
time. It's okay.
documentaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had like a butt ton of documentaries.
But to
that he
retain
watched.
that information is actually quite incredible.
George
Yeah.
W. Bush briefly had a Navy one, which he kind of dubbed it himself because he landed his plane on the
Well, the Navy ships.
yes.
Interesting.
Shelby, how many floors do you think the Air Force One has?
Probably 3.
You're
No.
correct.
She is not looking.
I'm not looking.
Air Force One has 85 telephones.
Telephones.
Yep.
Did the towers reach all the way up there?
What can a person do?
And they have one. Well, they have obviously the bat phone that answers everything.
Okay.
So you got to think about it. Wonder if they have cell service up there.
That's what I just
I
said.
mean, when you're going through your
I
TikTok,
literally just said that.
when you're going up through your TikTok, you're like, "What the hell? I don't have service."
They
They
probably
have
have
85
Wi-Fi.
telephones, both classified and unclassified use, and it has multi-frequency radios and, of course, Wi-Fi.
Told you.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
I've seen so far when Gerald Ford was running many years ago.
Wow.
He was actually a president.
I know.
He come to downtown Romeo,
Okay.
and he was not the president at the time, but he had. If you come down Gate Street and you turn the hard right onto Van Dyke,
Yes.
well, he come in off the back road, and he actually put a presentation on that big house on the north side.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we stood there because obviously we had our chairs set up for the Peach Festival parade across
he
the
came
street.
during Peach Festival?
He did. Peach
Wow.
Festival weekend on Monday. So it was after the parade. Everything shut down. They kept the street shut down, and they brought him in.
Very
And they had
cool.
friggin', the state police,
Yeah.
everything, they were rocking through there. So we seen him come in, and I waved to him, "Hey, Prez!" And then he waved back to me, and
Did he?
yeah, he
Or are you
gave
just
me the
making
thumb.
this up?
No, he gave me
That's
the
kinda
thumbs up.
cool.
No one else was there. It was just me and him at that time.
Oh,
You're not
okay.
that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
But we stayed for a little bit. It was pretty cool seeing the whole thing happen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty
Mr.
badass.
Badass has a good question.
What's that?
Don't they have to put their phone in airplane mode?
Well, that's good.
That's
good.
bullshit if they don't have to.
Yeah, otherwise it could friggin' jam the whole thing.
All right. Is that what it is? It could mess with the.
That's what they say.
So, speaking of planes, my friend ended up going to Florida over the weekend. And in the morning before she left, I sent her a meme and it said, "When someone tells me to have a safe flight, it's like, okay, I'll do my best, but just so you know, I'm not the pilot of this airplane." I thought it was funny. And it popped up right before she was going to travel. I had to send it to her.
So, obviously, my thing, they always say, "Hey, you flying? Hope your arms don't get tired."
I can't. I'm
Why
so
not?
glad my dad doesn't do jokes like that, and I'm very happy about it.
Your dad sits at a friggin' card table in his office
I know.
with a friggin' candle on.
But he's so happy.
He is happy. He is happy.
So there's actually a doomsday plane that follows Air Force One.
What does
Really?
that mean? Why would they call it that?
The aircraft, popularly called Doomsday Plane, always follows Air Force One. This plane, there are 4 of them in existence.
Rob, have a good time. Get our friggin' water going, Rob. Actually, I got well water, so have a good night, Rob. Thanks for stopping
Bye,
by.
Rob.
Airborne nuclear bunker.
Wow.
In the plane that follows him?
Yes.
So
Well,
what the
I
frick is he going to do? Jump from one plane to another?
I don't know.
I have a
I
question.
mean, has he got like a friggin' little thing that they hold on to? Zzz.
I have a question. I have a question.
You have to raise your hand.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
So my question is, if the Doomsday plane follows Air Force One, wouldn't everybody know which one is Air Force One?
No, because there's 2 Air Force Ones.
Okay.
So he may have to to hop, skip, and jump from one to another.
Or do they just do like pretty patterns in the sky so no one really knows
They
what any
could.
plane is?
Well, I think it's kind of cool that you have this, and I'm sure there's a ton of technology on that. And then once they put him on the ground, then you have this big barricade
Barricade?
No.
No, motorcade.
Motorcade. Thank you.
Motorcade
does
actually
that mean?
leads. It will drive wherever their destination is. They'll leave earlier than the plane.
What's
So
a
how many motorcades do you feel as though they have? Because if he's going to Romeo today and 3 hours later he's going to wherever, don't you think they have to have multiple places?
I mean, probably.
Just asking. Joe plays
40 to
leapfrog.
50 vehicles.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So I had, when I was living in Rochester, my next door neighbor was an old, he was actually a Marine, and he worked at the Gerald Ford, he worked at the White House when Gerald Ford was in the office. And he was out there, and Steve was a rather large guy, bald as a billiard ball at that point, but, you know, big belly when I knew him. And he was working as a person, like a guard outside the White House. I have no idea what the heck they call them. But out from the Rose Garden, he always told the story about how Mrs. Ford come up and asked him if he wanted a glass of lemonade.
Oh,
And she made him a glass of lemonade.
that's really cute.
He's like, you know, at that point, you're not supposed to take anything or say anything to them, but
oh, you're
he
not?
no, you're supposed to be completely silent.
Oh.
And he looked over at his commanding officer, and they kind of got the nod. And she's like, "Would you like a glass of lemonade?" He's like, "What the hell? I got Mrs. Ford bring me a
No,
glass
yeah,
of
you
lemonade." I'm
His
gonna
absolutely.
take
answer
it."
was probably yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank
I would,
Well, yeah,
I would
as-
love a glass of lemonade.
Yes. That's really cute. She's
Yeah.
probably a nice lady. Did she come to the Romeo Peach Fest?
I don't know.
You
I
were
wasn't-
there, weren't
Well,
you?
I was there,
Or did
but
you make up that story? Because
No.
sometimes you do that and you get to the end and I'm like, wow, that was really cool. And then 20 minutes later, you're like, just so you know, that whole thing didn't happen.
look it up, Shelby. Look it up.
No, I'm good.
Look it up.
No, it's okay.
JFK was the one that flew on the first customized presidential plane.
Oh.
And Jackie Kennedy is the one that had Air Force One redesigned.
Really? Yeah, she was the one that I heard did the inside, the decorations for it.
Okay. I feel like an 80-person plane is pretty big.
Well, not what you.
80% or people, but spacious. Like we're not
Well, if
because
you
a
look-
normal plane's 200.
Are
show her that
pictures-
giant
are
table
pictures
that's
of
in there.
Air
It's got
Force
like a
One,
big executive
public
table.
knowledge?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see here. What else we got
Air
going
Force
on?
One Nikes popped up for me.
You know, Roomba from friggin' Ohio. He's got them, I'm sure.
Let's see. Wow.
Hey, while you guys are here, while a little break in the action, go ahead and hit that thumbs up.
The plane says United States of America.
Mhm.
Of course.
Oh, look
Of
at
course.
President
Shelby, check and see if the
Obama.
Peach Festival was starting line for the Michigan.
Huh?
Blow me. Timmer said, Shelby, check to see if the Peach Festival was the starting line for the Michigan 2 million dog sled race.
You know what, Timur? I heard it was.
Okay, Timmer. So I will tell you this. After the thing last week, I actually went on Facebook to a couple of UP Facebook pages, and I messaged the people that run the pages
Oh no.
to see if they ever heard of it. And so far, nothing.
No response.
But I still got time.
How much time?
Yeah.
Well,
the same amount of
Of
time you get for
have
the trumpet.
I
So-
knew someone was gonna say
So
it.
one person said they shut down their Facebook page during the summer because they had too much stuff going on. How can you just shut down the Facebook page?
I mean, really, you can do
Us
whatever you
old
want.
people have things to do when we get home from work.
Yeah,
Then
scroll on
friggin' sit
Facebook.
on and scroll on Facebook.
Look, there's a mini version. Look how cute that is.
Yes, it's on your desk.
Oops.
It's like a banana.
Dang it, what did I do?
So anyway,
Did you see
moving on. Let's move on to the next. I
did.
sent you a couple of options there.
I didn't get to the one yet, but Shelby, do you want to pronounce this for me?
Alicazafrascalicious.
Palms Book State Park in Michigan.
Oh yes,
Kitchity Kippy?
it's
Kitchity-Kippy.
yes, it's something like
Kitchity-kippy.
that.
It's Michigan's largest freshwater spring.
So I was
Very
talking
cool.
to Five Spot on Saturday,
Okay.
and that's why I brought that up. If you look at that kitschy whatever,
Kitchity Kippy? It's all good for
I've been
today.
there. Yes, they call it the Big Spring, Eric. But I've been there before, and Five Spot was telling me that the amount of water that comes out of that spring is incredible. It's like 10,000 gallons a friggin' minute.
Yeah,
My
it says over
goodness.
10,000 gallons a minute gush from fissures in the underlying limestone.
And that thing is like 45 feet deep. Did you see the picture of the fish down there?
I have not yet.
So they have this big floating, kind of like a floating dock that you can pull across it. It's like a chain dock. You can pull from one side, and it's like a rope that the kids can pull, or parents or whatever. And they've got these friggin' salmon down there, and they're probably like this big,
Oh.
and you can see them like they're just below the surface because the water is that clear, and you can actually see where it's bubbling out from the sand. See the sand bubbling up through there? It's pretty badass. I mean,
It
man,
flows continually throughout the year at a constant 45 degrees.
45-degree temperature.
Wow.
You know how cold your
Cold.
beer would be if it was in 45-degree temperature?
Just the right temp.
It would be awesome. But and that's the thing. So your well water and city water, when it comes out of the ground, is supposed to be 55 degrees. That's kind of what they use when they design a system.
Okay.
So 45 degrees. Do you think you would be able to, tell me how cold Lake Superior is with in Grand Marais? We went swimming there years ago.
That's a very specific search.
Well, no, check the water temperature in Lake Superior. Do you remember when we went swimming in Grand Marais?
It was freezing.
Yeah, we were up there.
August, say warmest month water temperature of Lake Superior is 65.1 degrees in
Wow.
August.
That's
Okay.
cold.
February, the coldest month air temperature is 16.3 degrees.
That's the air temperature or the water temperature?
I'm working on it.
Things that bring me to
Water,
a question.
water.
How deep is the cubby where they keep the beer at the hunting camp
Oh,
you were at this spring? So how
the-
deep was that? That was like 4 feet deep.
I don't know.
No,
That's
no,
the
no,
Hobbs
no.
camp?
It's not that deep.
Wasn't that deep?
Well,
I bet you
it,
it was
it
pretty
wouldn't
deep.
be over Shelby's head, so 4 foot might be right along the lines.
Did you put any pop cans in the bed of your daughter's truck by
I did.
chance?
I did.
So we got a text. I'm going to read it to you since you're
Okay.
not allowed to look at your phone.
Good.
The first one says, some words, put pop bottles and beer bottles in the back of my truck. Mom says, don't know. Bailey says, they could have charged me a solid $500 littering fee for the fact that they're just flying out of the back of my truck on the expressway. Not to mention the fact that I now had 3 beers and could have gotten pulled over. Not really cool.
Well,
Why weren't they tied shut?
they were because I was kind of lazy, and I was mad because you
Oh,
didn't take them home a week ago
no.
because they were only a small bag.
Oh, boy.
So it's like, to hell with it. I'll just throw them in the back of her bag. And then I thought it would be kind of hilarious that they would kind of toss out. I knew that they would fly out. But
oh, my gosh.
anyway, so you might want to tell her that Zach did it.
I'm not.
The legend of Kitchi Ippy is said to be about a young chieftain.
A what?
Chieftain?
Chief Taint?
Chieftain.
Stop.
Whose girlfriend got the best of him. Shelby, you want to read this?
I like to read, yeah.
Because Zach can't.
Yeah, I can't read.
How much do you want me to read?
I wish I could airdrop this to you, but
I think you can. Can you not?
no.
Okay.
Search it.
What is it?
So anyway, this is one of the marvels of the Michigan UP of Michigan. Let's see. Timmer, Eric, you need some false accounts. No, Eric has enough friggin' stuff going on right now. Speaking of Eric, where is Connie at? Is she working? All right. Well, you guys get that stuff finished up. So, in the process of this, I was thinking, Michigan and even Timmer. I hate to say it, but even Timmer. You know, we got Canada and we've got Michigan. We've got it pretty good around here. We really don't have snakes that bite. We don't have spiders.
The first
that
thing you go to is snakes because you're a giant pussy.
Well, Shelby got me last week. She's like, if there was a 7-foot long worm, would you be afraid of it?
I did
That
say
is
True
that.
story
That was
there.
a-
I mean, you
that
know,
was a good question.
it was a good question. So what else?
Go back and search kitchen AP.
See, Mr. Badass hates snakes too. I have this thing when I go to Texas.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that what's his face, Travis is gonna
Oh, he
F-
better fuck with you.
F with me down there, and I'm not gonna be happy.
This one? The legend, just this paragraph?
Yeah.
Paragraph? Okay. It says, the legend of Kitchity Kippy is said to be about a young, I don't know this word, chieftain?
See, I said the same thing.
Chief taint.
Chieftain, whose girlfriend got the best of him. He told her he loved her far above the other dark-haired maidens dancing near the birch bark wigwam. Prove it, she insisted. As a test of his devotion, she declared that he must set sail in his canoe on the pool deep in the conifer swamp. He was to catch her from the canoe as she leaped from an overhanging bow. His canoe overturned in the icy waters and he drowned. It turns out that the maiden was back at the village laughing at his foolish quest. According to the legend, the spring was named Kitchity Kippy in memory of the young chieftain who went to his death in the icy waters in an attempt to satisfy the vain caprice of his lady love.
That bitch.
So I would come back and I would drag that bitch into that friggin' hole. I'd shove her in there and
Well,
plug that god darn spring up.
Well, he was dead, so.
Well, but that doesn't mean there's not life after death. Do you
Don't-
believe that?
don't-
Do you believe that?
Of course I do.
All right, good. We're both on the same thing. My dad found a nest in Michigan rattlers on the property a few years ago. That's not cool.
A nest? How many hang on. How many snakes does it take to be a nest?
So my cousin, Super K, is here. Eric Anderson is here. Good job. Welcome, everyone. So my cousin found a Michigan rattler here I'm going to go back about 10 or 15 years ago. He put it in a garbage bag from work, and he threw it in a cooler. He took it home, and he thought he was going to freeze it. He threw it in the freezer, and he got it out like 2 weeks later, and he said he swore that it was not friggin' dead.
Yeah, that bitch was just.
A snake?
Yes, a Michigan rattler.
So I just asked Google how many snakes form a nest. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
He's going to scream.
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
Friggin' right now, my hair is crawling right now.
Most live-bearing snakes produce moderate numbers of young, and a nest contains between 10 and 30.
Okay, so a couple of years ago, I found this giant, it was like 8 feet long, giant gardener snake,
Wow.
and I chopped that bitch in half with a shovel.
He screamed, and then mom had to finish it.
I did scream first, and then I chopped it in half. My skin friggin' crawled, and there was friggin' baby snakes coming out of it.
Huh? Out
So,
of the snake?
yeah,
It was
so-
pregnant.
Oh, I chopped the shit out of them.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, my goodness. Get the hell
Okay.
out of here.
So Eric posted that city that I still don't know how to say because he knew that I'd struggle.
Onegma.
Onekama.
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 Oh, you got it.
I
You
did.
nailed it now.
I did. There's no C. It should be Oneckama. Onekama.
Onekima.
Yes.
Anyways.
Anyway, what was the story?
yeah, what? Come on.
What story?
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere with that.
No, it was just that's how many, and I just can't imagine Dad being around 10 to 30 snakes at one time.
No, snakes creep me out. But now that I think that they're all worms, I'm fine with them.
You don't think that they're all worms. If I put a snake right in front of you right now, you would freak out.
Yeah,
So you're
You
not.
should get a worm and spray paint it. And
a
then,
worm.
yeah.
Or am I going to find a big worm? Or I find a snake and paint it like a worm.
Yes.
Yes.
What is a mott
So-
snake? Timmer,
Mott snake.
are you drunk or is that what it's called, a mott snake?
So let's look up mott snake. Anyway, you know how sometimes at kids' parties they'll bring reptiles and stuff? Would
Yeah.
you ever put a snake around your neck?
No,
Most snakes' legs is what he meant to say.
Oh, there's no,
dang it.
there's
I'm
no
still
way
looking
in
up a
hell.
mott snake.
There's no way in hell I'm gonna put a snake around my neck.
Oh, that'd be
The-
so awesome.
The closest thing I'm going to get is putting butthole cream around my eyeball. Mr. Badass painted a cat once, never a worm. So we had a case with a possum in the backyard. Zach shot it with his paintball gun. So it was painted.
5 years ago. I
What?
That was
remember
5 years ago.
The only
Paintball
reason
gun was 5 years
the
ago.
possum. The only reason I
Really?
remember this is because I hadn't met you yet. I don't even know if we'd hung out yet. And we were literally just talking, and I'm like, oh, he definitely took another girl on a date because he's not texting me back. And then he says, sorry, I was killing a possum with my dad.
Actually, first time I met Shelby, she was naked in my kitchen
Stop
with just
it.
an apron on.
I
That
was
is true.
Not.
That was cool.
Hi, Kiki.
Come home
Of
from
course.
snowmobile.
Of course.
Hi, Kiki.
Hi, Mom. That didn't happen, by the way.
So,
It's your story. You can stick
No.
to it if you want.
oh yeah, you don't really got a choice.
It didn't happen. I was wearing
We
clothes.
said it on live TV. It has to be real.
That's
no,
right.
I
It's
was
on the
wearing
internet.
I was wearing clothes. Didn't know y'all were coming home because you were sick. You walked in and I was just
Zach
elbow
actually,
deep cooking in your kitchen.
Zach actually knew we were coming home, so
No,
you
his
can't-
phone
My
was
phone was
broken. He wasn't texting me.
messed
He
up.
wasn't texting you. He walked in, and the first
Ah.
thing he said to me was, "Well, that was awkward." And I said, "Yeah, you should have been here for it."
Super K, I am not lying. You know it's on the internet, so it's true.
Thank
So
you,
anyway.
Mom. Thank you.
So I got something.
Hmm.
So Eric, Cooney, Timmer, whoever else
Cooney-
wants to get involved,
Cooney's not here yet, but this
But-
is a great
but
idea.
This is
I
a good
think.
one, yeah. And Mom,
and Mom,
Eric.
Super K. So what we're thinking about doing this year is we were thinking about doing a white elephant gift exchange
Mm-hmm.
with. So basically, whoever wants
CTP
in,
family.
yeah, the CTP crew.
Yeah.
Whoever wants in, we put your name in a hat. Everyone has to pull one name. We set a dollar amount for the gift, $25 or whatever. That includes shipping, whatever anyone wants to send.
Yeah.
And then, preferably, what I would like to do is have Eric, Tim, or whoever it is, open them on camera, and just so then we can do a live reveal on the live stream.
Yeah, a
We
little
can
video
show
that
the
they could
videos.
send before.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then what we would do is whoever pulled our names, we would open them live on camera.
That would be
Correct.
fun.
So it's kind of just like a big community thing where we'll be able to. I'm not looking to spend like $1 million.
No,
and
definitely
everyone
not.
gets one name.
Yeah.
The only difference might be Eric and Cooney. We would separate their names, but
absolutely.
we
you
just have to have.
Yeah, like none of us can get each other's names.
So
Correct.
a
Pretty
couple
much.
of years ago, we went to a white elephant gift with our boating friends,
Okay.
and it was actually pretty cool. We had probably
Some people bring good stuff,
Well, yeah.
which isn't the point.
Well, we had like 15 people, and there was a few people we didn't know, like maybe 4 people we didn't know. So we get there, and I dug through my stuff, and Super K wanted to know, so what are you taking to the white elephant? I said, I'm not telling you because that takes away from the white
Oh,
elephant.
you didn't even tell each
I,
other.
I didn't
No,
tell
you
her
can't.
what.
Yes, you can.
No, you
No.
can't because that pulls away from it,
No.
and then that way you know what the other person brings.
Oh,
so
that's so funny.
I've got this box full of old retro porn years ago. It's like 1970s
The
porn,
best thing ever.
That's
like
disgusting.
1970s porn. So I didn't take a lot out of it. I took like a book and a couple of magazines, something like that. So I did up this little box of retro porn stuff. Took it there. Pretty happy with what I got. Well, when we get there, someone brings this giant, I'm talking like this box was like this long, like this high, full of DVD porn.
Oh my gosh. That's
There
so
had
funny.
been friggin' 100 porns in this DVD box.
And it's someone you didn't know.
Well, it was someone from the group. We
Oh.
figured out who it was later.
Okay.
And then what happened was one of the other guys, his wife was a seller of rubber equipment.
Okay.
So he brings this thing with like these friggin' rubber toys and stuff like that. And this one couple that was there, it was a black guy and a Mexican. His wife was
It
Mexican.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but
Anyways.
but they were so pissed
They're
that
very conservative
because we were all
people.
having fun with it. I mean,
Yeah.
it was no big deal.
Right.
But they were so pissed at what people were bringing
Yeah,
that they friggin' left early.
That's so surprising.
I
It's
mean,
like-
they're just conservative people. There's nothing wrong
But
with that. But
From my understanding, they weren't that conservative before that. I guess what it was they were a little bit upset because there was people there they really didn't know and they felt uncomfortable. And
yeah.
Yada yada yada.
We
okay.
did the same thing in college, and John got a giant dildo gifted to him.
Oh my goodness.
So, semi-erect boat, Mark Duvall
Yep.
from Gord's Bar. He was at the raft off, and he's got this friggin' giant blow-up friggin' dildo that he usually is on his boat. Well, he had this on his. He had a big, like an umbrella, not an umbrella, like a big antenna on the
Okay.
side of his boat, and had it hung up for raft off.
Oh man.
That's how people knew where he was at.
So,
But yes, I'm in for the white elephant.
so whether it's a gift, so we got the X amount of dollars includes shipping. So whether you buy something, whether you and
There, you got enough stuff around the house.
yeah, but
Or-
some people might want to make shirts or whatever.
Yeah, well,
like
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Or if they want to get something on Amazon Prime, you can plug in somebody's address and
Yeah,
ship it, and then you
absolutely.
get free shipping. And then maybe if you want to spend a little bit more on the gift, it's totally up to you.
But it can be anything. It can
Yeah.
be something you already own that you want to regift. It could be something funny. It could be whatever it is.
Yeah.
I would say probably the $20 to $25
I
would
would
be
say 20, 25 bucks is
would be the
plenty.
max.
Yeah.
Whoever gets Timmer, I'm sorry, because that's going to cover shipping of the box, and
Right.
that's about
yeah.
it.
Oh no.
Well,
we
he,
could probably supply.
he might give
shipping.
you that dollar bill that smells like fish or something like that.
Some
Whatever the
maple
hell that is.
syrup.
Yeah.
My dad was so upset about that. I told you about that, didn't I?
Yes.
His best friend's Canadian. I thought I smelled maple syrup. I mean, maybe it was the whole mindset thing.
They
but
say it's the $100 bills.
well, Timber send me $100 then.
We
Jeez.
could give you a dollar bill and tell you it smells like tuna, and you say, "Yep, you're right. It smells just like it."
I might.
And it probably did. Come
Uh,
from Wild Bill's boat.
Yeah.
Come
You
from.
read-
Oh, I thought you were gonna say bazookies or something.
Wait, what's this shit? The Conster Monsters in the house. What, did she make her own freaking nickname here?
No,
Monster
that was Edward. He gave it to her.
Oh, did he?
He did.
I didn't read that fast. Dude,
Oh, wait, no. It was her.
Frickin' Cooney made her own freaking nickname. Cooney, you can't make your own nickname.
No, she wants to, and she's gonna keep doing it.
Super K said she's claiming Timmer's name. That's not how it works. If
No,
you're in
no, we're doing live draws.
Yeah.
live draw.
But we can't do a live draw because we can do it and I'll write it down. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it here, and then that way, once we get it, hey, okay, so and so's name is this one.
Because they can't know, if let's say that did happen, then Timber would know the gifts from you, and you're not supposed to know until after you open it.
Yeah, and Super K don't even give me her old panties. Why the hell would I want her to give them to Timmer?
Good point. Good
No,
point.
Super K said it has to be somewhat new, a somewhat new gift. No used dildos.
Who said that?
Is what Super K said.
That's fair.
Wait, at least you got to wash them for crying out loud.
Jeez,
But we
jeez,
could put that cream
jeez.
on there. We could.
I'm telling you, in a month when I have no bags under my eyes, you guys are gonna be like, "Wow, I should."
I'm gonna say, hey Shelby, you have the perfect asshole eyes in the world.
just as long as you don't say that, that's fine.
Mr. Badass said he is out.
Because he's only got freaking.
He only wants dildos.
Wait, where are all these chats? I'm not seeing them.
You have to push the live chat
I
up
am
on
on
top
live chat.
because I know everything now. I'm like a freaking.
But why don't I see all these?
Refresh.
I did like 2
I'm like an
seconds ago.
internet explorer.
Right there. Shit, I'm out.
Oh, okay.
See?
You got to read it. That's
I struggle
Are you?
with.
Have you been drinking?
No, I can't.
That's why.
Thanks though.
Thanks, Mr. Badass. I do what I can with her. I'm trying to take her under my wing. And,
the redneck wing.
I
That's
do
right.
not want to be under the redneck.
You
wing.
do. Look at how much you've learned from the redneck ways.
Tell me more.
I've taught you how to drive a tractor.
Okay, you did.
Yep,
I
that's
taught
true.
you how to haul an old couch out of your basement on a tractor.
Okay, I
Yep.
guess it's still tractor.
It's still a
Yep.
tractor.
Yep, still tractor.
Yeah,
Taught you a little bit about boating.
that's not hillbilly though.
Yeah,
or
but
redneck.
when you were in the old whaler, it was. Remember
That
with
was
your
a little-
pants pulled up
that
around
was a
your
little
friggin'
redneck.
yeah.
I hate that picture. I don't know why you
I
still
love
have
that
it.
picture. It's one of my favorite pictures.
And also, for some reason, your other favorite picture is me with my red or my green T-shirt and my red shorts in the middle of the summer, and you said I looked like Christmas.
You know why
it's
I
because that was
love
your
that?
elementary
Why?
school.
Because I was
My
I was
elementary
golfing
school
with RK a while back, and he reminded me the time that Super K was out of town, and I went golfing over at Bella Woods, and I had my red shorts on and my green shirt, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And they come there and they're like, "What the hell? Your wife is out of town, and you dress like a friggin' Christmas tree." The funny thing about it is, we're going along, we're playing golf, and they're like, "Hey, look, that guy over there, his wife is out of town too," because I had like red.
Yeah.
He had like red on the bottom, green on top. I was opposite.
Oh, you were opposite.
Yeah, I
That's
was
funny,
opposite.
and that's why you took that photo.
Yeah.
And it was a shirt from elementary school, so
It was my elementary school T-shirt of 2006.
So Eric Anderson, Mr. Badass, killed 8 or so out in the prairie dog towns of Montana. Biggest Western rattler had 11 rattles.
Ooh.
That,
Wait,
that-
what do you mean 11 rattles? Like there's
like
a different amount,
the
like
tail
the
of it. Yeah,
oh, it vibrates
like
my
that.
nose.
just like that. Well, you need to wipe some of that cream on your nose.
I do.
The Red Green Show. You guys have still never. You looked it up here a couple of weeks ago. The Red Green
Did
Show.
we? I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
when do we plan on doing this?
Well, we have to. You have to have enough time.
For
So
the
I would.
gifts?
I would say you do it by the first. We're gonna have to draw numbers or names by the 1st of November.
Yes,
Okay.
and gifts
Because
have to
Do
be
we-
out by the second
Let's
Saturday.
do it.
Second Saturday of December.
No, let's do it earlier. Let's pull October 1st weekend
Okay.
or that Tuesday right after opening weekend.
Okay. Well, what happens if someone joins in? They say, "I want to get in. I didn't get a chance to get in."
That's too bad.
Okay. Okay. So the 20th of December would be the last Tuesday before Christmas.
Okay.
So we'll do it
So
that day.
So you could really do it end of October, middle of October, something like that.
but you want to give people time to receive it and shoot the video.
Correct.
The
Correct.
opening, and then us to be able to get some sort of edit to chop
Right.
it down. So I would say gifts have to be out to the people by middle of November,
Okay.
and then it's gonna be it'll be a while before they actually see them. But to
So-
do the live thing,
So we do it. We draw names the first week of October, something like that,
Yeah.
and then
We'll figure it out.
people got time.
Yeah.
If you want to get in, it does. It's no.
No, you don't have to. It's not like
It's
required.
not something giant. I
No.
mean, you.
and we could do a video not a video advertisement, but you could shoot a short 2-minute video, CTP crew. White Elephant Exchange, and kind of talk
Maybe all
about
three of us could
the
do it.
pointers. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
So speaking of something like that, I always like to throw out there a reminder that hey, it's Tuesday night. It's time to do live stream,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys don't like the pictures that I put out there. We need to do like a little. Hey, it's Tuesday night. Time to friggin' hook up your live stream. You know what I'm saying?
What are you trying to say, everybody?
I'm
Is
not
that-
sure what he's
is
trying to
that
say.
The three of us need more photos together, is what he's saying.
Yeah, something like that.
Because he posted the same. Remember, he posted the same photo
Yeah.
over
Oh
and
yeah.
over and over
Or
again.
then it would be just that acrylic
Yes.
sign.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you guys don't give me anything to work with, so I use what I can
Yeah.
just to remind people.
Yeah. Connie said no CTP. Your red shirt. You had on green shorts. Was she there?
It could be. Super K probably friggin' answered or something.
Oh,
Or
that's
one of them
funny.
clowns on the boat or something.
Oh man. And Bill said, "You're putting butt creep on your eyes, Shelby. I'm afraid you're leaning towards a redneck."
Yeah, Super K, she's already in on the whole thing. Anyone
Mhm.
that wants in on the White Christmas gift. White Christmas.
White elephant.
Yeah. So Mr. Badass is getting in.
Yes, we will.
Addresses through email
Yes.
or text
Shelby said
message.
she would take care of all that.
Yes, please.
when
send
she's
them
not
to me.
drinking.
I'm not drinking.
No, because you smashed your friggin' face on the toilet bowl.
You know, my mom might still be watching.
Sorry, Kiki. Your daughter has went downhill since she moved out. She is now a redneck from Romeo.
I am.
That's true.
There you go.
We talked about that the other day, actually.
Can I buy you a cookie?
No. Speaking of, I'm gonna take care of the addresses.
We're
Super
going. Yeah,
good.
it would.
Secretary Shelby, exactly. Timmer.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna make an Excel document or something. I cut the grass today and edged today, and our sidewalk and our driveway look fantastic.
I love when people do that. I really do.
I got out there like while it was still cloudy because I'm cutting the grass and I wasn't like profusely sweating. I'm like, wow, this is nice. And then right when I started edging, the sun came out.
Well, this morning it was friggin' perfect out.
Yeah.
There was no humidity,
Mhm.
and then next thing I know, I jump in the truck. It's like 93 on the friggin' thermometer. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But this is a great time of year.
It's gonna get better because I still. This time of the year doesn't do it for me.
Why?
It's got to be. I'm like a 72 to 75 outside.
Well, it's close.
And your house is 77. And
Your
he's
fucking house is
mad.
100 degrees.
That's not me.
It's that's unbearable.
Well, no, that's because the windows are open right now. At nighttime, we go to bed, we turn on the fan. Usually I get naked and, just lay out there all friggin'. I put my head up, arms up behind my head. I look like a friggin' Playboy centerfold.
Yes, you do.
Anyway.
He had to tie some dental floss to the fan in his pecker so it didn't get lost in his folds.
That's right.
Wow.
Got a little bottle of cream. I just friggin' sprayed it down there. Anyway,
Do you want some Aquaphor?
make checks out to Secretary of Shelby.
That's right. Also, Super K said, I am LOL up here. Did you hear me? I can't hear anything with these
Yeah,
on.
no, I can't
What
hear
did
that.
she?
I have no idea.
Did she text you or something?
Nope, I don't think so. I'm not allowed to look at my phone, so
No,
she
because
could text
you
me.
don't-
That was a test.
Yeah,
Good
that's right.
answer.
That's right. Put the rattlers in a pill bottle for my nephew. I have an absolute butt ton of friggin' pill bottles I throw out every month
Why?
because I have 7 in the morning and 5 at night to keep me friggin' going.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So they ship them to me. I got like friggin' bottles of whatever.
Timmer, Shelby, what cream are you putting on your lips now? It's just
Hemorrhoid cream.
That's right.
No, it's
That,
Aquaphor.
that way her lips pucker up.
It's good for dry, cracked, or irritated skin. And they
Her
sound like
lips
this.
will look like
or
a butthole by the end of the
no,
show.
they're just gonna be soft, and it's just like chapstick. It's nice, and they sell it in the tube if you also would like to use it in that way.
So wait, never mind.
Like if you need more, like look at my calluses
Like we
on
want
my
more.
knuckles.
We want more.
You want more. You want
Yeah.
more. You really like it.
Wild
I'm
Bill's
surprised
on
you
the-
know that commercial.
I know all commercials.
Wild builds in on the Pink Elephant Exchange.
How about the old bacon commercial? The old dog with the bacon thing. Oh, it's maple bacon. I love maple bacon.
Yep.
So what else did I put
That's a
on that
funny
list for you, Zach?
I think that's it.
No, I put a couple of things on
I
there.
don't think you did.
I think I friggin' killed it this week with my friggin' homework.
You really did. You should keep doing it every week.
I do the best I can. So we played golf the other night.
Yeah?
Super K got us a new set of clubs.
What color are they?
I have no idea. But she can hit the ball now. And she
Good.
could hit it before, but she can hit it better
when you
now.
have better clubs, of course you're gonna hit better.
Well, yeah. And my thing is now I was at the beginning of the year I wasn't a huge golfing person
Okay.
because it was like, oh my God, I gotta go out and play golf again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's just-
that's because you're used to going out and getting drunk every time.
Well, yeah, and there's a little bit to be said with that.
Are you
This-
kidding?
Yeah, this coming from him.
What?
This coming
Was it
from
you?
what?
It was him.
No, it
what?
wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, this chair squeak. I
Yeah,
heard it.
The old shitting over there.
That's what happens when I sit in the middle.
See, you don't have to golf 18 every single time.
No, we went out and played 9. I don't think we played 18 all year. But we go out now, and now I can hit the snot on my friggin' drivers, so I'm happy. But I still can't hit my friggin' irons.
I think irons are easier for me than my driver.
Your
So-
consistency of your driver is not good, but when you get a hold of it, you'll get 100.
Yeah.
So I like the way Ohio, and I hate to say it because there's not a lot of things that I like about Ohio,
Okay.
especially the Ohio State Buckeyes. But Biller
Bill.
Miller.
Okay, yeah.
Wild Bill takes his cans in 35 cents a pound.
Oh, that's right, because they crush them. They
Yeah.
have to smash them down.
Do you know how much Wild Bill got?
No, how much
He
did
got
he get?
$350.
Shut up.
Jesus.
That's so cool.
I'm just saying, he drinks a lot of beer.
Wow.
Actually, that was a big lie, but you guys fell right into
Oh,
it.
see, that's
It
what I'm
makes
talking
sense.
about. How much did he get?
I have no idea. He got 35 cents a pound.
So he didn't tell you?
No, it's right here. I'm just reading it on the
I
screen.
know,
Okay,
but you
then
guys,
that's
you guys,
kind of fucking stupid.
yeah.
Because
How much did he get?
I wonder which one pays out more.
It
10
depends on how
cents a
much beer you
can or
drink.
35 cents a pound.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I'm making sure I'm
How
leaving
many-
mine a little bit.
oh, you
Oh,
leaving
yeah.
a little booze in there and
Yeah.
Well,
smashing them up?
you have to smash them down. Like
Yeah.
you put them in a thing like this, and then kerchink, and now it's like this thin, like
Wait,
That
how does
thin,
it
but
go?
it's filled with water.
How does it go again?
kerchink.
So I have a friend of mine that when he takes his hot water tanks in, he has one of his guys that actually they have a sandbag and they actually pour sand in there,
Why?
so he gets more money for it. Yeah.
And does it ruin it?
Well, no, because
This
he's
is 'cause
taking
you're
it to the
scrapping.
scrapyard. So he's just getting the extra weight per pound.
You know what? That stuff comes back to you at some point in your life.
Yes, it does.
It really does. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you're correct. So did you go back through the list? Because I think I had something else on
No,
there.
there's not.
No, okay. So, did everyone get a chance to hit that thumbs up?
Michigan, what it's
Michigan, what? Zach,
it was Michigan, or what is Michigan known for?
I guess I'm not following you on that one. Dude. Is that something that I give
That
you
was,
up?
Yeah.
that was something that you texted. Known for maybe Petoskey stones, for the Great Lakes, for what else? What do we eat? National Coney Island in
I'm not
Detroit?
sure why I put that out there.
Who knows? Oh yeah. Coney
What
Island hot
is? I was gonna ask that question to see if he knew the answer.
dogs. I just said it out loud though.
That
I said National
so
Coney.
so I
No, before
couldn't.
that I said National Coney.
So one of the things was the tunnel of trees.
What's
So well, there you go. Exactly. So starting in Petoskey,
Mm-hmm.
when the fall colors change,
that? Mhm.
they have basically a tunnel of trees that goes from Petoskey down to wherever. It's like 10 miles long.
Interesting.
And if you have a motor scoot, you
Mhm.
can go through there, and they got winding curves and whatnot. It's pretty cool. We went down
Mm.
through there a few years ago.
Very cool.
It is also the lighthouse capital of the world.
Really?
Michigan is.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. We go over, a couple of years ago, we go over to our friends from Ohio. They get married over there in St. Joe's on the other side of the state, which is right on Lake Michigan. I was shocked at the amount of people, and this was like Super K might be able to correct me, but God damn it, Bill, I'm gonna get in trouble if I look at my phone.
Bill, he's not allowed to look until after the stream.
Mhm.
So we go over there, and
Connected to the channel.
St. Joe's is a pretty cool town. You have to go through Benton Harbor first, which is an absolute shithole. That's where they make the whirlpool stuff, the washer and dryers.
Okay.
So we go there, and this beach on Lake Michigan, there is so many people on this beach that we had a hard enough time to get like our 8 towels down on the thing. It was incredible the amount of people there. So we go there, we hang out for the weekend, we have a good time, and then like 2 days later, they have 10-foot waves on Lake Michigan. It was a perfect weekend when we were there. Had these giant friggin' Bloody Marys. But
Bloody
that
Marys.
St. Joe's is a pretty cool town. If you ever get a chance to go,
In
Do you know how many
Ohio?
pounds Wild Bill took in?
how many?
100.
100 pounds of beer cans.
Yep.
So
How
you
many-
weren't wrong. That would be $320, right?
I wonder how many cans that would be. 3 weeks ago, it was 65 cents. Bill, you friggin' dropped the ball on that one. You always got to, when you get close like that, here a while back, Shelby, tell them about the copper I split with you.
Oh, that was awesome. And you
Yeah.
never let me do it
Yeah,
again.
No,
you
you're right, I
scumbagged
have
her ever
not.
since.
It was 4 years ago. I separated brass and copper, and we split it 50-50. Since it was
Yep.
his brass and I did the work, got $700.
Yeah, she got a bunch of money, and it was one of them things that I at the time I was like, hey, I need someone to friggin' help me, and Shelby stepped right up, and
Mhm.
she was here she's like, what time you want me to get here? I said 8 o'clock, at like 5 to 8. She walked in. She's like, I'm here. And you did it. You kicked ass and took names.
I think I did pretty good. Took me, 2 days or something like that?
Yeah. So that was a pretty good paycheck for you.
It was. It was.
Hey, look up the cat sighting at Twisted Trails in Manistee, as big as a German Shepherd. That's not surprising. I think there's friggin' so Mr. Badass, tell me this: do you feel as though that's a bobcat?
Shelby,
It's getting loose.
you do this every time because you spin it.
But why is it getting loose? Why is it turning this way?
Because you keep spinning it.
But now it's loose.
To every day a turn and
Tighten it.
turn, turn. There is a season.
Okay, we'll just go back. We don't want to listen to him sing.
So let me back in. So I was talking conversation, and then Shelby has to go right off on the thing. So Mr. Badass, what do you think that is? Do you think that's a mountain lion over there? Because a couple of years ago, well, it goes back probably 7
It
or
was
8
a
years
large
ago.
black cat that was reported.
Well, a few years ago, well, it goes back quite a few years ago, but we had a large black wolverine up in the thumb of Michigan, which is virtually unheard of. But we had,
It would actually be a cougar. So Timmer, if he goes up there, he could probably find him.
was it a cougar or was it a mountain lion?
No, it's a cougar. I think and this is the photo. I can't share it right now, but it is a big fucking cat.
Is this like a house cat?
Ain't no friggin'
Let me
house
see.
cat.
It's the same ones you're looking at.
Yeah,
There's
no,
no way.
that is a
like a panther or something.
Well, could also be a big friggin' that could be a big suppose it could be a big bobcat as well.
Ugh.
but it's black. Aren't
and this is just
they're
recently.
panthers.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Let's see. I took 100 pounds.
this is why cats scare me.
Cats
Twisted
are-
cats.
I hate cats.
Pure black. So what is the big black cat?
Hmm?
That would be like you're talking like a panther type cat. Is that correct, Mr. Badass?
He didn't say pure black cat. He said pure black CTP.
Yeah. Well,
He's talking to you.
obviously it's friggin' it's like a panther type thing if it's pure black. Not even
Mhm.
mountain lion. They don't know what it is. Well, DNR is going to tell you that it's non-existent.
No, they went back with the photographer to the scene to see if they could.
I want to blow that thing up, but I know it's not going to work.
What? Oh,
The picture.
why do you need to blow it up?
Because I want to like pinch it and friggin' blow it up.
You can do that to your screen.
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah. For some reason. That looks like a big giant house cat, though. Like a huge house cat.
It's long, like a wiener dog, but cat form.
Oh, well, I'll see you, Weena. Right now, how
I
do I
cannot
There.
say anything. What are
Well,
you
I
trying
get back
do?
to where I was at. Oh, damn it,
Just-
Shelby.
Just
Sh-
click it. Just
look
click
at-
it. You're fine.
Look at her
All
screen.
right, I got it.
There you go.
Almost looked like a friggin' dog as well.
I don't think it looks
No.
like a dog.
Look at the short ears on it, though.
No.
Where was
What
this
the
at?
dog doing?
Look at the head on it.
Where
and
was
the
this
tail's
at,
so
Mr.
long.
Badass?
Manistee.
Manistee.
Really? Huh. Hard to say. Let's see here.
Where did it come from?
His mother.
Mm,
You know, it's so
Bobcats are
annoying.
not black. This
Shelby.
I saw Bill says, put cream on the threads. What threads? Oh, on this?
Yeah, so it stays tight.
Sick.
DNR says bigger than a panther and wants to have the public help it to identify. It's an escaped exotic for well. See, and I just DNR. You know, I don't want to get on the whole political DNR thing, but I'm going to because you know I will.
I'm going to play devil's advocate because that's the only way we're allowed to talk about this
Okay,
stuff.
that's cool. So the DNR, when you get a picture like that, and there's a lot of pictures floating around on a lot of stuff, and DNR says, nope, can't happen, not going to happen. Why won't it happen? I mean, a few years ago, I had a bobcat. Supposedly, it was a bobcat on my trail cam. This goes back quite a few years ago, I guess, probably like 10 years ago. I shot this buck. It was back before we had cell cams. Shot this buck. It dropped right on the bait pile in the UP. I had to stop there for a second and think, yeah, UP, you can bait. So it drops right on the bait pile. I get up, and at that time, it was all about, hey, get them back to camp and whatever. So I get it back to camp. I get it cleaned up, gut it out, washed out, all that fun stuff, get it hung up. And I go back to my blind because I got a combo tag. I sit back down. Well, before I sit down, I pulled my camera chip, my memory card, and I pulled it up, and here's this bobcat, or what I thought was not a bobcat. It was something bigger, because to me it looked huge. They're like, no, that's a bobcat. So, but I can believe that mountain lions, I mean, will they come? I have no idea.
See, so
Bill-
Timmer claims he thinks it's a escaped exotic for sure.
Okay.
What does that mean? Escaped exotic.
So like
So if you
something
have a farm,
Oh.
someone has a exotic farm with exotic animals, something like that. You can go in and shoot them, something like that.
Interesting.
So since 2008, there's been 55 confirmed reports of cougars in Michigan.
Wow.
All but one have been in the Upper Peninsula.
God.
It's also important to note that the reports could be multiple sightings of the same animal. That's what the DNR said.
I mean, but there's no way to prove otherwise, so it's not.
Did you
false.
read Bill's comment?
I was going to read it out loud. There's a kangaroo loose in Stark County, Ohio, from a petting zoo thing. Wish it wasn't so far away. I've never tasted kangaroo.
You know what's going to happen, Bill? You're going to get ready to go up and friggin' get that kangaroo, and it's going to just kangaroo kick you right in the friggin' back of the head.
It'll grab him by his beard and put it in his pouch and run away with him. We'll never see Bill again.
Bill and the kangaroo will get drunk together there. Hey, buddy.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Crush all the cans and put it in the kangaroo pouch.
Oh, yeah. So the kangaroo will have that TikTok thing where the music starts and it starts stomping on the
Stomping the
cans
foot.
in a big circle.
Oh, that would be funny.
In Michigan, cougars are endangered species
Really?
and protected by law.
Okay.
Wow. Mr. Badass said, I had a bobcat 8 feet from me in my blind one year. I would literally shake. Aren't they dangerous?
Bobcats really are, they're more afraid of you than they are of that. My dad has got a full body mount of a bobcat on his fireplace.
Yeah. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
That's really cool.
Did he get that himself?
Yes, he did.
So, I guess I'm confused as what's the difference between bobcat, black panther, like all these,
Kruger,
and why.
Well,
why are they not around? Because you would think that a panther or a bobcat and all these can. I mean, they're probably pretty. They're essentially a lion.
Yeah,
it's a Michigan lion.
Well, we have bobcats. We have bobcats up at Shady Acres that we've got more on camera this year than we've ever had in the past. And Shady Acres, we also had a black bear on camera a few years ago, which that's unheard of. We've never ever seen, and we had it on camera 1 year, and we haven't seen it since on camera. So, but I think they're around. I think it's just a matter of every year they're going to keep going to where the food is.
Right.
And if the food disappears, then obviously the animals are going to keep moving. But the 8 foot from the blind, I think I would have had to smoke it.
Mm-hmm.
Friggin' get a nice bobcat mount.
So this says the DNR does not recognize that cats live, that the cats live or much less thrive in Michigan at all.
So they're basically saying
they don't exist.
Yeah, we don't have them, which I think is bullshit.
Weird.
Because they want to ignore something that may or may not happen. I mean, obviously they're going to travel.
Well, I mean, it's that acknowledging them is not like if you acknowledge it, it's going to be an uproar or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
The reason you don't acknowledge some things is because it's political, blah, blah, blah. But this is something that's just.
Well, I will say a couple of years ago in the UP, coming back from my blind, and we used to have a large population of wolves up there that would bay or bark or whatever you want to call it every night. And when them friggin' wolves take off and they start howling, your friggin' skin crawls and you're like, hey, bear. Hey, bear.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here. Hey, bear. and you just pick up the friggin' pace, or the next day when you come out, you got friggin' cougar or
Paw prints.
paw prints out going out to where you're coming from. It's like that scares the living daylights out of you.
You have your pistol on you, right?
Of course.
But I don't know. I feel like cats would thrive in Michigan because they're just as fierce as any other animal.
So I think you need to have a button where you push and it says, "I like cats."
I like photos.
Our MNR said the same thing here for years. Now they have admitted that we have several mating pairs in the area. That's cool. And
Plus, like how, I can't imagine them being that. I think bears are going to be more dangerous to people than these big cats.
I don't know.
Well, Mr.
Have you
Bad-
seen the TikTok of the person with a giant panther?
No.
It is nuts. They have some sort of Bernard dog as well.
Like a saint?
I don't know
Or
if it's same.
other?
It's a big dog.
It's the
Okay.
only Bernard dog you know.
No, that's his name.
The dog's name is Bernard.
Yeah, some sort of Bernard dog.
Hey, Bernard.
And then they have a giant black panther. And the two play together, and it's nuts just watching them because this thing's so massive. It's like watching your old or our old Zoe
Yeah.
run, where it's just like, but they're agility.
80 pounds.
Yeah, it was a 180-pound bloodhound.
Yeah.
God, it
Drew-
took me a second.
Drew a blank there myself.
Mr. Badass said, I'm assuming he's talking about bobcats. They're not dangerous to humans. I'd worry about a smaller dog. Bobcat won't take out a human, but cougars will.
Cougars have taken down Timmer a number of times.
That's right. Rob, I am all over deer season right now. My wife she's pretty much wants to kick my ass every friggin' time you turn around. We were at a grad party on Saturday, and it's all the people from Shady Acres and Double Lung, and my wife is already tired of talking about deer season. Problem is, the cat will lay on the limb and wait for its prey to walk under them, then pounce. Sounds sexy, but horrible in non-timber terms. Well, if you've ever seen Timber walk through the woods with a friggin' Speedo on, you would be friggin' horrified as well. Wait, sound like I actually have seen that.
Oh,
I have not seen that.
We're gonna have to fix something. I don't even know if it's gonna be possible.
What?
You might be putting on a podcast here on your own
When?
the week of opening weekend of Bo, because I got all week off, so
Or
I
I
might
could
go
do
up
it at
early,
home.
or I'll have to call in for you guys
Or
if
I
you
c-
guys are both sitting here, because I don't know if your boss will let you get it off.
Tuesday
could-
is pretty friggin' early for
I
me.
could do it from home.
Wait.
Well, yeah,
If you guys are at deer camp.
Opening weekend is only Saturday and Sunday, guy.
But you guys are going to be up before that, guy.
Yeah, I'm only going up on Thursday afternoon sometime
Oh.
I have the full week off, so
of the last week of September.
yeah.
Oh, I guess you could friggin' Tuesday. You ain't going to be up there on Tuesday.
Why not? I don't got shit going on.
That's true.
It's like going to deer camp, but just closer drive.
Let me know. I just have to put in my time with Super K.
Well, if not, then
Wait, what's the last weekend of September?
nothing. I just have vacation I want to burn.
The 30th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the 30th. It's right before October. It's the
Do you see this?
What?
The eye roll.
Hey, you got a long ways to go if you're going to start eye rolling now. You ought to be around Super K. I sent her my list today. She's like, yeah.
So I'm hoping you
Hey.
have your reviews done.
Don't look at her comment by no means.
Who? Cooney?
Super K. He's working about 35 days.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know what?
35 days. He'll work
It's- you know
Monday,
what?
Tuesday
It's
for the
the-
next 8
It's
weeks.
the joy of owning your own business.
It's the
It
joy
just
of this
is.
season. I told her a
And
long
that's
time
it.
ago, I said, oh, yeah, I deer hunt. She's like, what's that supposed to mean? I said, you'll find out. You'll see.
We'll have to do, maybe one of these times we'll do a live stream in the pole barn, and we can go through some of your hunting stuff
That'd be cool.
and show Shelby what it is and how it works. And
Yeah.
You know, maybe we could put up different blinds and we could all have our own friggin' microphone.
that would
and
be
we
cool
could peek
too.
out through the friggin' blind holes.
That would be pretty cool.
I don't think I'll be able to see out the blind holes.
Mr. Badass, you may not go out the first couple of weeks, but you're also very close to deer camp area. So you can go out whenever
Yeah,
you
he
would like.
lives.
You live in your friggin' deer camp area where we have to scoot away for a little time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's the first week in Aruba, and all the gang is here, sitting and drinking beer. And yes, you know what? Just checked into Aruba today as well, and that was the whole story with the restaurant. Boy, they were pissed on that. The hell.
But like I said, who the fuck wants to go to a goddamn Olive Garden in
I understand
Aruba?
that there's way better food than Olive Garden, but I guess if you've never had it, you're like, hey, there's a new restaurant in town.
Yeah.
You check that out.
Yeah.
Locals, it's cool, but for
And that's what
someone
it's
coming
about.
from Michigan going to Aruba, it's like, I've had this 47 times in my life. I don't need to have it again.
True
I
story.
feel like I only went to Olive Garden really when I was younger. Like in my
Don't they give
more
you a
adult
super
years.
amount of bread or something?
It's unlimited.
Unlimited bread?
But they only bring you
Do they
as
have the
many.
AC in Aruba? Timmer
AC?
was asking.
Yes, yes. They
Oh,
have. They do
fixed
have
it.
the AC fixed
Do
now,
they?
Okay.
or they will have the AC fixed. Not
You
sure
hope.
if it's fixed right now, but
Mr.
it-
Bada says, I wish I never had Olive Garden. I want to hear more about that.
It was probably with his ex-wife or something, and we don't want to hear.
Oh.
Yeah.
He probably shouldn't tell the story in the
Well,
first
then
place.
he shouldn't have said that in the
that's
first
probably
place.
where he got engaged. Took her for an engagement dinner or something.
If you take me to the Olive Garden for our engagement.
I will love you forever if you take me to Olive Garden.
Didn't your dad used to run an Olive Garden?
He did this where my mom and dad met.
So
My dad was a man.
I'm just gonna recreate your mom and dad's situation.
Oh, that would be cute if that was your intent behind it.
No, it'd just be for the free bread.
My dad was a manager. My mom was a waitress.
So
I feel
Memories,
like that's
yeah.
not allowed.
yeah, well, it was for them, obviously.
I mean-
At that point,
Hey, you want to come over for some free bread? I'll steal it.
Well, my mom, they didn't even know each other. My dad walked by. My mom said, "I'm going to marry him." And now they're married.
So do you think? So let's paint
I
this.
don't know. I don't
Let's
like where
paint-
you're.
no,
I
let's
don't like
paint
the look
this
on his
hey, I got a
face.
breadstick for you.
How do you think this
Stop.
worked out, Shelby? You give me your honest
Yeah, okay.
your honest
Talk through
opinion
it.
as to how your dad met your mom and what the conversation was.
I don't know any conversation.
So if you were your
But-
dad,
Yeah.
how would you introduce yourself to your mother? So
Like how would my dad have done it? He
Yes.
would have shook her hand like this. Hi, I'm Dia. Nice to meet you.
and that's it.
Yes, I really think that's what my dad would have done. Do you disagree?
Yeah, but there's got to be more into it.
Sick Rob.
Right.
Sick Rob. No, but really, I think that's it. I don't know.
Rob said Shelby was conceived in the Olive Garden kitchen.
Sick.
More bread.
No.
Anyway, it's it's one of them things that your dad is a great guy. Your mother is a friggin' awesome person.
I know.
And you go back to what their conversation was.
My mom, like so outgoing, and she probably was like, when he walked by and she told her friend we're getting married, she probably went up to him after and said, just so you know, we're getting married.
Yeah.
My dad was probably like, oh, all right.
All right, yeah. Well, and here they are 30 some years later,
No, 29.
29 years later.
So
That's
they've been
awesome.
together for 30 years.
That's
I
awesome.
told my dad he should spend some of his investments and take her out of the country or on a vacation for their 30th.
So my
He came to this country. He never wants to leave it.
I know.
my favorite
True
thing with
story.
your dad. So we had a funeral right down by Shelby's parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
And Shelby's parents are absolutely fantastic people. They come to the funeral home. They had no idea who the people were.
They
But
just
they-
knew it was family.
They knew it was family, so they decided to come down, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And after we get done, we come out of the funeral home. We're like, hey, we're gonna go grab some dinner. You guys want to go? And Shelby's mom's like, yeah, we'll come with you if we have dinner. And her dad looks at him and said, no, we're going to Meyer and we are going home. So needless to say, from here on out, that's Shelby's mom
That's the
and
same.
dad.
Yep, that's
It's always the same
that's
thing.
That's the catchphrase.
But you know what? Great people.
Yep.
Great people, and I love that you got free breadsticks when you were born.
I better have. I love the Olive Garden breadsticks are pretty good. But what's better, Olive Garden breadsticks or the rolls with cinnamon butter at Texas Roadhouse?
Shelby, can you please start with Cooney's comment? I'm waiting for Mr. Big. He has not come in yet tonight.
Mr. Who? Wait,
Coonies.
I don't see that.
So Cooney said, I'm waiting for Mr. Big. He has not come in tonight. And then Timmer said, look again, Cooney. I'm hiding around the corner.
Oh my god.
So apparently they're playing hide and go seek.
Oh, I see.
And then
LOL.
Eric, she's talking about me, Timmer.
Go home. Bill, you two playing hide and seek? Walter, poor
Hello,
Walter.
Walter.
Just got on here. I backtracked the comments.
Walter, it's been a baddie or a good evening.
He
Been a
did.
good
Yeah.
evening.
He commented and said, people who lived during the Depression saved every dollar they could. Many down south put money in quarter jars and dug holes all over their property and hid it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Walter.
Very interesting.
Yep. I wish I had some friggin' money hidden somewhere.
Bill said, I've told lots of women, hey, I'm going to marry you. It's never worked out well.
Hey, you want to go sleep in the back of my boat? I'm in the parking lot right next
I got
door
a
to-
really
That
nice
could
condo.
Yep, I'm right next to the Olive Garden. You want to go have breadsticks and go get in the boat?
A mobile
Yeah.
condo.
I wonder if Bill lists his boat on Airbnb so
That
people
could
can
be.
rent it out in parking lots.
Probably good.
I think that Bill needs to come up to Raft Off the next year with us.
Oh, that'd be
That would be
hilarious.
awesome. Friggin' come up, got the old ass tracker boat.
Yeah.
Come up, he'll be sleeping in the friggin' we're putting the stripper pole. If you come up, Bill, we're putting the stripper pole in the front.
No,
Yes, we are.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
So friggin' the neighbor that we always hang out with, they had a friggin' stick-on big old thing on the back of the boat, and I guess everyone liked to friggin' come up and check that thing out.
Who?
Big old friggin' Mark, semi wrecked.
Crazy.
You just need a van and you can take take them around in the parking lot
Oh
with
my
candy.
God.
Don't forget the candy, Rob.
Super K's out
K.
here's inviting people.
Yeah.
Damn it, we got a room for 4 and we already got 12 people in
I
it.
know.
Walter's all over. He's like, hey, Walter, maybe when we're down there, you can come over and we'll do a live stream. We'll do a live stream with Walter at the poolside at
Oh my
Casa Del
goodness.
Mar. Or I'm sorry, not
No,
Walter.
Edward.
Edward.
Edward. Oh, yeah,
Edward.
for sure.
Yeah, that'd be
fun.
cool.
Edward and the Charisma.
Yes.
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 Yeah, and actually, I'm not sure if her and her husband are together, but he was the one that was complaining about the Olive Garden today.
Mm.
He's like, and unfortunately, it's not in some of the stuff I had to try to get out of the translation
Yeah.
because it didn't translate real good, but it was like $220 or something for an Olive Garden bill. So I don't know if it was like a Rubian
Oh.
220 or if it was
Wow.
American.
We'll have to. I got a new little setup for you to have a microphone with when you take your phone.
Timmer, you need to have a friggin' passport. You can't get out of Canada without one.
Rob said, I lure them in by asking for help putting my couch in the back of my van.
That's creepy, but a
Yeah.
little bit funny.
Oh.
So anyway,
I'm ready for the fun fact of the day.
Are
I don't
you
know if
ready?
Yes, I've been ready for 2 hours.
really, you
Yeah.
want to kick us out of here?
Well, no, I'm just saying it's 8:56. He has to work at 6 a.m. and I have to be up at 4:15.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
Sorry to hear that.
Yes, it does.
Well, it's actually time because I drank all my whiskey,
Yeah.
Exactly.
so I really don't want to pour another one because I get shakes when I start freaking
Uh-huh,
pouring
you
it.
do, and then it'll go
But-
all over my laptop.
Well, that's what happened when I was pouring. It's like, holy crap! I got a friggin'
Oh,
quarter of a
full-
glass.
full
Yeah, it was
glass.
a glug 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 glug.
Uh-huh.
I love a good Z Rover shrimp. The wife
What's
is
that?
not a huge fan of Z Rovers.
Okay.
Hate to say that. That is, well, obviously, if you guys come, we will take you to Z Rovers. They have live shrimp, but they actually, or not live shrimp, they have shrimp, but it's still got the heads on them.
Ew.
So you have to pull the head off and
I
then
don't
peel
wanna
them.
do that. And they're obviously not deveined either.
No, you have to do that while you're there. But it's all
Mm.
delicious.
But it probably tastes better.
Oh,
I mean,
they're
it's
friggin-
fresh. So.
Yeah.
They're awesome. I dressed my brother Timmer up as my translator. Old Wild Bill's going to sleep under the stars. Wild Bill, we will hook you up somewhere with a place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
On the swim platform of the Busted Plunge Ring. All right, Shelby, give us what you got there, kid.
All
oh,
right.
wait, before you do that,
What's that?
The Armada Fair is this weekend,
Yes,
this
it
week.
is.
Will you guys be attending the Armada Fair?
We're working.
You're working all week, even after work?
I
Because
work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Okay,
Sunday.
because Thursday we were talking about going out to the,
Demolition Derby.
nope, it's the 8, the figure 8.
Figure eight.
eight. I
So-
think.
If you don't have to work on your 12 on Thursday, which do you?
I don't have to.
then we're
my
not
boss
going
said that
to.
my boss said that I don't have to. But if we want to commit to that, I'll tell her.
Yes,
Money,
because I think
money,
that would be
money,
cooler.
money.
Because
Are
have
we
you ever
going
been?
to do it? No.
Yeah, you've never been to. Okay, so I think we should go.
Okay.
This could be a good YouTube video.
Or the other option would be the tractor pulls on Sunday.
I think
I-
the figure eight's cooler.
I work 12 Saturdays and Sunday.
'Kay.
Saturday and
Oh,
Sunday.
this
Well,
weekend.
It's just something to think about. When you
Mhm.
guys are out there, it's the 100 and whatever running of the Armada Fair.
That'd be cool.
It is actually a huge fair here in town. They have lots of farm animals and whatnot that they auction off, and it's
Mhm.
always a good time.
It's
I've
really.
been.
Oh, you've been. Okay,
I've been, but not
to that specific event.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something to think
Yeah,
about.
I
we'll
think we should
probably
go.
head
I
out
think
there on Thursday.
Bailey and I went.
Me and Super K, and we're going to go out and
Super K.
have dinner out there as well.
Ooh.
Nothing better than a good Italian sausage from the fair.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, alrighty.
Fun
We're
fact
ready.
of the day.
Fun fact of the day.
Today's fun fact of the day.
CT fix the internet, Super K said.
Yeah, it's worked fine for us. It's operator error.
All right, go
ready?
ahead.
So
Fun
today's
fact.
fun fact of the day is that one man set a world record by putting on 260 t-shirts at one time.
It was probably a guy that his luggage was too heavy at the airport.
Yeah. And the sizes ranged from a medium to a 20X.
20X.
Yeah.
Well, so why
Holy.
did he do this?
To beat a Guinness book or to beat a Guinness World Record.
Wait, how many shirts?
260. And around the shirt 150 count mark, there were concerns that he wouldn't be able to breathe due to the weight of the fabric.
Really?
Wow.
I
Yeah.
wonder how many
And
200
he still got
and whatever
on
shirts were.
110 more after the concern of the breathing.
He was going for it.
He did it.
There's got to be a world record that CTP can compete.
So did you see last night on the, what was that show, Super K, the dating show online? Whatever the hell they call where the chicks want to date the guy and then they get married. Can't remember what
90
the hell.
Day
The
Fiance?
Bachelor?
The Bachelor.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Bachelors, they were in they were in a Dutch area and they were
Mhm.
picking up cheese.
Oh.
And the one guy pussed out, but he's like, this cheese is really heavy. It's digging into my shoulders. I have to lay it down.
It's cheese.
What?
It's fucking cheese.
He's like, this cheese is really heavy. I can't lift this no more.
Wow.
I never did see the rest of it. So
That's pretty fun.
anyway, Shelby, take us out of here.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming and joining us tonight for our annual Tuesday night live stream. If you haven't yet,
19 weeks strong.
if you haven't done so yet, please hit that like button. And while you're at it, right underneath that, subscribe to the channel so that you will get notified every Sunday when we post a new video and every Tuesday when we go live. And while you're at it, go to our channel, Small Town Laser Creations, and give us a subscribe and watch some of our videos and see if you like anything.
Don't forget, you guys, Charley the Plumber. One of the few things in life you get for free. Definitely go to Small Town Laser Creations. They are the people that actually keep this show going. So appreciate everyone. See ya.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.